time? I'll take that as a yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 24 hours of Gallifrey One. I am Sean Lyon, the program director of the convention, and you know, it's interesting because, you know how we have kind of a goofy name for every convention, like 24 Hours or Network 23 or whatever. This was actually one of the first titles that we ever came up with for one of our conventions. Sort of as a joke, I think it was right after the first Gallifrey One where our former chairman, Christian Wire, and I were talking, and he said, you know, Sean, if we ever get to the 24 Hours of Gallifrey One, we are really, really old. Hello, I'm very young. At least I feel very, very young today. This is also, as you might have guessed from looking around the room, the first ever sold out Gallifrey One convention. You applaud now. It hasn't exactly been a rosy road the last couple of months, as I'm sure anybody who's been on Facebook or Twitter or whatever for the last 3 months has noticed. And as Robbie said, you know, there was a reason that we were capping our membership. It was to make sure that all of you had a good time. And, you know, I understand that there's a lot of people that were frustrated that they couldn't make it. When you tell them that we were open for 7.5 months, okay, fine. You know, I mean, people can say what they want. You know, everybody's got an opinion. And that's great and wonderful, and well, let me tell you what our opinion is. Okay, we've been doing this for 24 years, and we have one goal in mind, and that is to run the convention that we want to run. Okay? We're not interested in a 10,000 person convention, because that's not what we want to do. We're not interested in going to a convention center or a new venue. I hate those words, new venue, that's what everybody keeps saying. We're not interested in that. We're going to stay here at the Marriott. We're going to stay with the same gathering of guests and the same people and do the convention that we want to do, which is, like I said, the only reason we do it is for all of you. I mean, that's what we want to do. So we know that because we have grown so much in the last 2 years, that we have changes that we need to make. And, you know, we do it as we go. We've moved the autographs down here, for example, because we needed some more programming space upstairs. We've done things like move some of the tables out of the hallway so that more people can go through. You know, we're paying attention. We want to do the right thing for everybody. But, you know, we're not perfect, and we do what we can, and we'll eventually, hopefully, get it right. But know always that our hearts are in the right place, okay? Does everybody understand that? This is, of course, opening ceremonies. We have a huge list of guests we're going to bring out shortly. I will say that all of our guests but one are here already. That one is being picked up at the airport in, I think, the next 15 minutes, which is Free Badgeman. Who was supposed to be tomorrow and leave midday Sunday, but it turns out she could come early and stay a little bit later, so we got her phone changed yesterday morning. So she'll be here all day tomorrow and all day Sunday. And I will believe it when I see it, but I guarantee she's on her flight. She did check in, everything was good. But we're going to get the show on the road, and then we've got a couple of previews about what's coming up later on tonight. But before we do that, I want to make an announcement. We have something very special immediately following opening ceremonies. There's going to be no break. As you know, last year they discovered 2 formerly missing Doctor Who episodes. And I am pleased to say that you will be the first people in North America to see the restored version of the Galaxy 4 episode Airlock. That was courtesy BBC Video, and thanks very much to Dan Hall and Ed Stradling and Steve Roberts for making sure that this happened this week. Immediately following that, we're going to clear out the room, we're going to reset for the evening, and then I'll tell you a little bit in a few minutes about what's going on starting at 8:30 tonight. But before we do that, I would like to bring out all of our terrific special guests for the weekend. I have to have a list here, sorry. I'm the one who invites them, and I still can't remember every single person. Okay, so a couple months ago we said, because we had tried to get David Tennant and he wasn't available, that we weren't going to have a doctor. And for this year, we were going in a different direction. And then all of a sudden, we had to take that back, which is a wonderful thing because we were able to have a very special appearance this weekend by the legendary actor, Mr. Sylvester McCoy.
I hope you have a great convention. Of those who have been here today, it's been a joy meeting you all, whoever I met, all three of you. And I hope to meet more tomorrow. Have a great time.
Next, I would like to bring to the stage one of the most beloved producers in the history of Doctor Who, Mr. Philip Hinchcliffe.
Thank you very much for that welcome. It's the first time I've been to a convention in America, and I'm very honoured to be here. And I've met a lot of you already, and you are very gracious. And I found out things about the program, my programs. I didn't realise how they'd gone out and how they'd been received in this country. So it's a great experience for me to be here. Thank you.
You just saw him on stage. This is his first visit back to Gallifrey in 12 years. The busiest man in the world, Mr. Mark Strickson.
You just see me, but you've had enough of me for one afternoon, and I shall look forward to seeing you all over the weekend. And do come up to me, and you know, when I'm walking around, I'm very approachable, all right? So lovely to see you. Have a lovely time.
Since we've gone 24 years, we had a very short list of people from the classic series that we hadn't been able to bring over before, and we had not one but two this year. Mr. Hinchcliffe was the first, and the other one, Mr. Peter Purvis.
Thank you. To join me, it really is a pleasure. First time, I'm having a lovely time. I've met quite a few of you today. I hope to meet more of you over the weekend. Have a good time.
Next, making his, if you can believe it, 6th appearance at Gallifrey One, everybody's favorite, Mr. Fraser Hines.
It is great to be back. I missed last year because I was filming a film called The Hobbit. I was playing Sylvester McCoy's love child. He's Radagast the Brown, I was Ratos the Redhead. But I'm here all weekend and looking forward to seeing you all. I'm downstairs signing next to a good friend of mine, Sam Stone, the author rest. If you look for her white hair and purple, you'll find me. If you want me, look for her. Okay, thank you very much.
Next, we're also delighted to welcome back for her 4th appearance at Gallifrey One, the incomparable Miss Deborah Watling.
I can't believe I'm back. It's wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you and seeing old friends as well. I'm really going to enjoy this one. Thank you.
And our list of five companions of Doctor Who from the classic series, Miss Daphne Ashbrook.
So glad I'm here again, and I hope I get to meet every single one of you. Thank you.
The legendary costumer extraordinaire who created one of the most iconic outfits in history, Tom Baker's season 18 coat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's June Hudson.
I've enjoyed looking at you all. Wonderful costumes that you created. I'm really impressed enormously. I'm looking forward so much to tomorrow.
tomorrow, which is the rest of the weekend.
And lastly, this first group of guests, because I don't want everybody to have to stand up here forever, the man who has more Doctor Who credits than anyone in history for his work as special sound on the classic series for, I believe, over 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dick Mills. We're all dismissed for the evening. Thank you very much.